The Dragon Halberd is one of the coolest looking weapons in the game, with one of the rarest buffs in the game on top of it. I wonder what cool dragon themed song I should use for the intro. The Dragon Halberd can be picked up as soon as you can kill that Dragonkin soldier in Shifra. Admittedly, I've never used a Halberd for a run before. Using this new moveset was a little strange at first, but the versatility of it provided an answer for every single engagement in the game. The light attack is a long poke that dispatches enemies at a distance. The heavy attack is a double swipe, with most of the damage landing on that second strike. But the highlight of this weapon is the unique spin on the not-so-unique Ash of War. Spinning Slash operates in a similar fashion to the baseline version of the Ash of War, giving us a startup spin with an optional follow-up. The difference is, on this weapon, it applies the beautiful Frost Lightning buff. This gives us some additional lightning damage and frostbite buildup. To complement this, we're going to run the Carian Filigreed Crest to reduce the cost of the Ash of War, and the Shard of Alexander to buff the damage by 15%. Initially, I used the Frozen Lightning Spear on this build, which you get from another Dragonkin soldier, this time in Noxtella, along with the Gravelstone Seal, a seal that boosts Dragon Cult incantations, and can be obtained by defeating a Knight in Lendel before you burn the place to the ground. For this incantation, I pumped 60 points into Faith, as this spell has range, frost buildup, decent damage, and an undeniable cool factor. However, after my run was over, I kind of thought this was a bit redundant. We already have frost buildup with our Ash of War on the Dragon Halberd. It does just about the same, if not more damage, and definitely does more poise damage to enemies. So what I would recommend, instead of using this incantation if you're staying at level 150, I would run with this build instead. For this optimized Dragon Halberd build, I would first kill the Knight in Limgrave for the Golden Vow Ash of War, and then slap it on the dagger you can buy in the Round Table Hold. Then you can two-hand your weapon and use the Ash of War for the buff. With these stats redistributed, you get a 30% increase in health and an 11% increase in weapon attack rating. After Golden Vow, the Ash of War, and two-handing the weapon, we get that sweet 990 attack power on a weapon that has great reach and frost buildup. I also mostly ran this as a heavy armor, medium roll build, so we have Lionel's Greaves and Gauntlets with Blythe's chestplate, and the blue hood for an extra point in mind, but mostly the color. Slap on the Green Turtle Talisman, and that Dragon Crest Great Shield for more physical damage negation, and you can take plenty of damage as you spin to win through every single endgame boss. Now that was close. That was the closest scare I've had since freshman year.